So welcome back to the channel. Today is a Friday. The market is still open. I was gonna do a breakdown this Saturday, but I'm gonna be busy. I've been calling out a lot of trades on my TikTok these days, and you know, a lot of persons have made a lot of money. I think I've been 7-1 this week on the trades that I've called out. So if you want to see that, you can check out my TikTok. Remember to leave a like. And a comment below. Also, I'll be dropping a link to my TikTok down in the comment section. In the description section. With that being said, let me just explain in detail the trades that I call out and why I call them out. So the first thing here I want to look at is NZD and this trade was pretty much straightforward. It had a price action pattern of a triangle. But when I break down these trades, let me show you how I do it. So I will start at the weekly time frame, and I see that it's an uptrend. It's very bullish, and I see that we have some type of structure right here, right? Bear in mind, it's not always clear as in on the line. Sometimes it goes above, and I respect that. That's just how the market is. And then I move down. I'm like, all right, so the direction is bullish on the monthly. Move down to the daily, right? When I move it down to the daily, I noticed that the direction is also bullish, but I saw this triangle, so I draw my lines below, my lines above, and my lines upper top. Now, I know that when I break out of a price action pattern, you're going to have the break and then the retest of the previous high right here, which it did give us. So what I did was I brought my stop loss right here, right? Because I had another wick. I use wicks sometimes I use bodies, but I technically go where most of the candles are. So I know that it was right here. If you look how close this came to my stop loss, right? My first TP was right here. It got smacked. My second TP will be all the way up here. That's a trade for next week. I didn't hold it that long. I came out because I was doing the Thunder challenge for you guys as well. Now, if you move down to the 4-hour, you see the pin bar. This is another indication that the trade is going to go up. Pin bar usually signifies that the market is going to change direction. It gave you a rejection and it's moving all the way out. As I said, my TP was right here. It got smacked, and now I'm just looking for an next trade. That was the NZD JPY basic setup. NZD Swiss now. This was very simple trade. And let me break it down for you guys from the daily. So market was going down, right? I saw that we had a major level of support from all the way back over here. Sorry, I can't. It's gonna take a while to draw it back over there, because I was looking for where is this level. Then I if you look closely, I saw a W pattern, along with a rejection right here. So what I did was I was like, all right, the market is no longer doing higher highs and lower lows, higher highs and lower lows. It's not respecting anymore. So I was like, all right, this is clearly a trend. So I draw this trend line all the way up, and I realized that he kept respecting it. I moved down to the 4-hour. Sorry, I'm on this hotel. I'm at a hotel. The Wi-Fi is not as strong. So I moved down to the 4-hour. Excuse me. Wow. I moved down to the 4-hour. See that it was respecting each level that I drew up. Came back up. Failed to make a lower low down here. Came back up. Broke, retest, gave several pin bars right here, and this was my first indication. I got in this trade. I think it was right here. I got in this trade, right? And it wicked me out. It was my first entry into this trade. It wicked me out, and I was so mad because I knew that I knew for a fact that it was gonna go up, and it was me. My stop loss was actually down here at this previous high, and I moved it because I was just managing risk, and I was like, I made a mistake. It wicked me out, and then it went all the way up. However, for the second attempt, I waited and waited till I got a perfect touch. I got this very strong bullish engulfing candle which passed this high, retested this high, and now it's making its way back all the way up here. I already hopped out of this trade as well because my TP was right here, as you can see. Now, these are just very basic examples of trading. Very basic. As you can see, my support and resistance lines are always as key structural levels. Now, let me see if I have another one. Oh, this one, I was in this trade for days, right? No, I didn't hop in this one. I remember why. This trade was not moving. This trade was not moving. I knew it was gonna take off, but it was not moving. As you can see, this was a whole 7 days in this little range right here. It was 7 days. And I was like, it's not moving. I know it's trying to go up, but it's just taking forever. But it was a basic setup, bullish going all the way up, came back. If you're going to take this trade, retest a structure and then all the way up. And I think I did gold as well. I called this out as well on my TikTok because I told y'all that gold is going to come back down to this zone right here that I marked up and then retest, go back up and come back down to here. Alright? This trade is still in play, still valid. Yeah, so I've just been taking break and retest trades. That's going to be the end of the video because I didn't want to keep you guys long and it's a Friday and I'm gotta go on the road to do some stuff. But that's just basic trading. You know, always break and retest. Always break and retest. Always put your zones. My zones, I have my support and resistance levels. But let me tell you, my zones, these are what I call zones. If the market doesn't come into here, I'm not taking the trade. That's just how I am. Like, I always have my zones, like the area that you can call it anything you want. Some people call it area of interest. I call it zones. My zones is what I look for when I'm taking a trade. If it doesn't come in here and I'm confident it doesn't give me a pattern or it doesn't give me a candle, excuse me, some type of candle indication that, hey, I'm going down. Say, for example, this rejection week, I'm not taking it. You get me? So that's just what I've been doing, you know, just making the market come to me, taking my time. You know, trading is a psychological game. Like this trade yesterday, no, it was this one. I got in right here, right? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I went big on it because I was down. I had about 2 lots on there. And it came down and I was like, you know what? It came down, it came up, brought me back in profits. Then it came down again. And I'm like, when it come back up again, I'm going to exit this trade because I feel like it's rejecting up here. And I was like, you know what? Why would I do that? If this was my risk, once I enter the trade, I've already planned to lose the money or win the money. So why am I playing with my confidence? Like, if I already entered the trade, I would have already made a valuable risk assessment to say that, hey, I am willing to lose this. So if I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. I don't need to be, you know, going on my charts and if the trade come out a profit 2 times, I gotta exit the trade so that I don't lose. And no, I'm just playing with my psychology if I do that. So I was like, you know what? Leave it. And when I saw last night that this nice engulfing came, I went straight to bed. I just forget about it. Woke up this morning, TP was hit, and I was done. It was an extraordinary week. It was my best week trading this week. Alright? So, confidence is a part of it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.